Okay, sure, not a problem. What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name is Sergeant Skull, ID 3519.
All right, greatly appreciate it.
As I came up to talk to you and you talked over me.
No, I'm okay. My apologies.
No one accused you of any crime.
Okay.
My officer.
But he just did. I'm just saying.
What crime did he accuse you of, sir?
He said I'm not supposed to be parked here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I literally said I'm just waiting on somebody.
Okay.
Right?
Are you a permit holder?
No, I'm not.
A permit holder. Okay.
No, but I'm waiting on somebody.
Right.
That's all I'm doing.
But you are parked here.
Yeah, but do you want me to wait in the middle of the double park or something over there, sir?
Okay.
Tell me if that's
well,
this spot is open.
We can argue the semantics, sir, but the fact of the matter is you're parked where you're not supposed to be parked, right?
Correct.
Right?
But I mean,
we can agree on that.
No,
hold on. Let's find a common bond here, okay?
Okay.
So he told you can't be parked.
No, but he said he came up to me. I said I off.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Right? And he came up, pulled my door open, right?
Okay.
Without my permission, my consent. Okay. I didn't give him consent to come and search, no searches or seizures. And look, I'm not giving any consent to any searches or seizures.
No one's searching or seizing anything.
No, but I didn't give him permission when he pulled my door open.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm just sitting here waiting. Right. He said so he need my license and registration.
Okay.
He saw me. Right?
Okay.
Because I was like this. See, he said I off.
Okay.
I'm blocking the light from him. I don't know how he said I'm
okay.
So he just got, and his ego just got to him, and he came up to me. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm sitting here waiting on somebody. Why are you coming and asking me for license and registration?
You just answered your question.
But
illegally.
But sir, I'm not parked. I'm waiting on somebody. You want me, like I said, you want me to be blocking the road in front there?
No,
that's a turn. That's
parking spots in the neighborhood. There's a parking spot right there.
Where?
Parking spot right there.
No, but I literally just came here. Okay. This is the closest parking spot to there.
But you agree that
I'm not agreeing on anything, sir. But I'm saying that it's a park. It's a park.
So here's what's going to happen now. Me and my officers are going to leave, and you're going to move because you're parked in an illegal spot.
Okay, I could willingly do that. Okay. So where should I go wait?
You should find a legal spot. I'm not a meter maid. I'm not going to find a parking spot.
Okay, so I should just go park somewhere and if I double park or something like that, it would be illegal.
You can't double park. You need to find a legal parking spot like every other person in this neighborhood does.
Okay.
You're not just because you're waiting for us or someone doesn't mean you're entitled to just park and do whatever you want.
Well, I'm not saying I'm parking to do whatever.
You're asking me what you should do, and I've said multiple times you need to find a legal parking spot.
Okay, I willingly leave and find a legal parking spot, like you said.
Okay, have a great night.
Okay, you too.
This officer was acting like a complete tyrant from the start. The man had done absolutely nothing wrong. He wasn't bothering anyone, and he hadn't even made any kind of gesture toward the officer, despite the officer falsely claiming otherwise. In an obvious attempt to intimidate him, the officer demanded his license. But under the law, without reasonable suspicion or a traffic violation, an officer cannot lawfully demand identification or a driver's license. That's an unlawful order. To make matters worse, the officer never even identified himself, and even went as far as opening the man's car door without his permission. The man then requested a supervisor, and when the sergeant arrived, he claimed the man wasn't parked in a legal spot, something the lead officer had never mentioned. The man immediately pointed this out, saying he never told me that, and also explained that he wasn't parked. He was simply waiting for someone. In the end, the sergeant asked him to find a legal parking spot, and while the man agreed to do so, he refused to comply with the unlawful license demand because it violated his rights. This interaction is a textbook example of why knowing the law matters. Without that knowledge, an officer like this could have intimidated someone into surrendering their rights without cause.